You know, I'm starting to think like King did, that maybe the biggest enemy against justice and racial reconciliation isn't the racist or the extremist. It may actually be the moderate white person who chooses to stay silent when it comes to issues of injustice, or the person who chooses to value order over seeking true justice. It's the Christian who chooses to pursue comfort rather than leaning in to the tension, pain, and brokenness of our nation. This person has chosen to become lukewarm when it comes to the world around them. And to be honest, that's been me in my life. But I have chosen to push past that, to reject that version of me, and to lean into that tension in the world, to seek justice and reconciliation with my Black brothers and sisters who are obviously in pain and anguish right now. It's just not okay to be passively anti-racist and choose to stay silent whenever you see injustice happen. It's time to step up and intentionally use our voices in our lives in a way that it will impact the world around us and it will create change. Because these issues matter to the heart of God. Justice is a gospel issue and we need to address it like it's one. So let's reject any form of passiveness or lukewarmness when it comes to this issue of justice and racial reconciliation. So let's raise our voices a little bit and let's live our lives in a way that it fights against racism and injustice on all levels. I have a pastor in my life that makes such a great point about how this change needs to happen around our dinner tables and inside our homes. We need to do life with people that look differently than us, that act differently and believe differently than us. Because that's what Jesus did for us whenever he went to the cross. He died for us while we were yet sinners. We were actively God's enemies, and yet Jesus loved us so much that he was willing to suffer the full wrath of God on the cross so that you and I could know God and be saved. This is worth talking about, it's worth living our lives for, and it's worth fighting for change. Because to be honest, I don't want my grandchildren growing up watching videos of people who are made in the image of God and have immense value and worth to this world being killed by figures of authority in our nation. I don't want that to be reality for my grandkids because it's already reality for my daughter. Let's say it's done. Let's do what it takes. No matter how hard it is, no matter how much it hurts, let's be agents of change. So will you join me in rejecting passiveness, lukewarmness, and having a form of godliness but denying its power? Let's live our lives intentionally focused towards the goal of seeing racial reconciliation and justice a reality in our worlds. Thanks for watching, and I'll be sure to see you next time, but please, in the meantime, join me in praying that God's presence and power would permeate this whole situation in our nation, that we would see people's lives changed by the love and power of Jesus Christ, that we would see true justice and racial reconciliation starting to happen in our own lives, in our homes, the way that we carry ourselves on social media. Let's pray for real lasting change. Let's pray that Jesus will reset the broken bones in our nation no matter how hard it hurts. And at the end of the day, what we really need is just Jesus and his presence in this time.